This is really short. What is marriage? Decades ago, when I was single, a good friend of mine married a unique, beautiful, creative, and adventurous woman. They traveled the U.S. on his motorcycle, had a baby girl, and seemed so happy together. I thought he was extremely fortunate. I was shocked when he told me they were getting a divorce.
Who is it, Steve? What's the...
That was Everett. I asked him why, and his kind of offhand response was, well, it was a mutual decision. Neither of us was getting what we wanted from the relationship. I didn't cry at the time, but his response surprised me and kind of stuck with me. Years later, I met and fell in love with and married Margaret. By then, I had spent over 40 years as single. I had been okay with being independent on my own, doing what I wanted, with no ties or expectations that marriage must be a part of my future. Since then, I have considered marriage and the purpose of the relationship. If I knew what I do now, if I knew what I do now and could relive that conversation with my friend, I would have told him this. It is a mistake to think of the relationship as a third object apart from you and her. It is not the relationship, but rather it is your relationship that you share and that you put effort into. Not something out there to pull gratification from. The purpose of your relationship and marriage is not to give you something that makes you feel good. It is for you to put your life into, to build something more significant than just yourself. Your partner's purpose is not to bolster your ego or relieve you of burdens, although at times they might. Instead, it would help if you considered what you could do for your partner and your family. That is the commitment you made in your wedding vows. Western society tends to focus on individualism and self-gratification instead of family first. So understandably, you would think your partner is there for your benefit. When they have separate interests, or withdraw, or in another way stop giving you the satisfaction you expect.
Oh, no, they could do it in here.
It is all too easy to feel like the marriage was a mistake. Being disappointed and giving up because your marriage requires you to sacrifice your attention and take time away from personal interests is all too easy. Instead, I would encourage you to look for ways in challenging times to strengthen your commitment. Find ways to support it and provide what the other person may need, which might range from doing things for them to giving them space. The joy of finding even the tiniest ways to make life better for your partner is a reward much more significant than simply doing what you would wish to do if the other person were not a part of your life. Am I perfect at providing what Margaret always needs?
Of course.
Not by a long shot.
No?
I am flawed, but I consciously look for simple acts to make life easier and better for her and our marriage. For example, I slice her papaya, even though I don't eat it. I give her money for church, donations. She certainly does similar things for me, and I love her for that. We divide the workload of routine housekeeping tasks between us. Sometimes she vacuums, other times I do. We are a team, sharing our relationship.